Lost my mom last year, and I think it was in April, March, end of March, early April. But one of the things that we insisted she have was one of the lift chairs, because my mom had a really hard time getting up and down out of chairs. We tried everything. We tried devices where she could be pulled up. We tried all these different things. We finally went out. We got her and her husband John at the time. We got them 2 chairs. We spent about $2,000 on each chair, and they were worth it. They literally enabled my mom and her husband. My real dad passed years ago, but she got remarried. Her and her husband literally has the independence they needed to be able to get up and get down using the remote control or the button on the side. $2,000 for those chairs, and you probably would recognize the name of those chairs. Good chairs, but very expensive, and not everybody has that kind of money. But everybody should have the ability to have dignity in their life and be able to get up and down on their own. That's where Lifesmart came in, and they said, you know what? We can do one at a better price. We can do one that not only will lift them up and down, but also has massage built in, which my mom's chair and John's chair didn't have. Heat, which my mom's chair and John's chair didn't have. All that at a weekly deal drop price. We dropped the price from $1,095 to $899. We're doing free shipping. And if you have an HSN credit card, you can get this home for under $50 with your HSN credit card. $49.99. Alexandra Baker, my wellness best friend and partner, who also is one of the best cooks you've ever seen and makes the most amazing jellies and all kinds of other things. You're a master of a lot of different things.
Oh, please.
But you know what I know of you is that,
what's that?
like me, you care about people, and you want people to be comfortable when they're in their own home, and this chair is amazing.
This is a must-have.
Yep.
And you know what? You wanted more, right? You wanted more in the seating. So Lifesmart, they make life easier. They gave you a much more roomy cushion, so you've got more room in the seat, so you can have your fur baby, but just be really comfortable. You wanted more support. So this is a lot more support. I mean, like, look, wow, this is really dense and thick and yummy. And then look at the pillow. You've got this wonderful pillow back. You have this wonderful pillow for your head. I measured it the other day. It was like 8 inches. I mean, like really nice and thick.
I'm a big guy.
Right.
I have room. I have 3 or 4 inches on either side of my butt.
There you go.
That's a lot. I mean, look at this. I got a lot of room here, and I'm
trimmed up very nicely, by the way, right?
Wow.
So now you've got plenty of room. I mean, it is just fantastic. More support, more seating. You wanted more weight capacity. In the past, our chairs, Guy, were about 275 pounds weight capacity. This one is 300 pounds weight capacity. So when your son or your nephew comes over and he's a center for one of the college teams and he's 295 pounds and he's 6'4", this chair is going to accommodate him. You also wanted more storage. Take a look over here. I wanted to show you on both sides of the chair.
Look at this. I'm just showing everybody real quick.
Perfect.
There it is.
See how easy it is to stand.
Then when I get back
to that seated position.
I just go in the opposite direction. The remote control is easy to understand.
So easy to use.
And now it takes me right back down, and you have your dignity. You're not taking a chance, because the biggest hassle with my mom and John, falling
Trying
to do things they shouldn't do.
That you really have that self-assured feelings, you're self-reliant, you don't have to worry. It's going to smoothly take you from the standing to the seated position, and everyone wants to be able to recline without using a lot of effort. So with just the touch of the button, because everything is controlled from the remote control, it's tethered, and it's not even really a button, you just kind of put your finger on it, it's going to take you up, it's going to take you down, and you're going to be in that perfect reclined position. You can even fully recline and sleep in the chair. But so of course you wanted more on all of that. But as I was going to show you, you wanted plenty of storage, because once you park yourself in your seat, you want to have your water, you want to have your coffee or your drink. We have this long, you see how the storage is going all the way back, nice and deep. We have 2 USB ports here. We have the USB and the Type-C port, because we're seeing that in a lot of our newer electronics. So you have both ports. You wanted more charging, more seating, and if that was not enough, cup holder, it's on both sides, by the way. You said, I don't only want free shipping, I want you to bring it to my house, put it where I want you to put it, set it up, take away all of the debris, take it out of my house, and do it for free. More, more, more. That's what I've been singing all week.
We will set up, or they will set up the whole delivery for you. So if you're seniors out there, if you have a mom and dad or grandparents and you're like, they really need this chair because they're having a hard time, they can't get up without help, this is the chair that you want. You can see Alexandra is almost in a standing vertical position. All she needs to do is push with her hands and raise herself up.
The little button.
And when you get in it,
sit,
you lean back,
push the button.
and you just push the
And
button.
listen to this. Quiet.
And gradual.
Smooth.
Nice and slow.
You know, if you're a woman and you just had a C-section, I think the idea of the rockers are great. I had one too 20 years ago, but then at some point you have to engage those muscles and stand up. You wouldn't have to do that with this, and you could have baby in your arm, one finger on the button, and be brought into that beautiful, relaxing position. If you had back surgery, knee surgery, hip replacement, you had heart surgery, this is the chair for you. Now, for everybody else from 5 to 105, who does not want to watch TV in this position? You know, now, see, you're a little bit more in the recline position. If I want to come up a little bit, this is how you want to take in the news. This is how you want to watch HSN, do your Zoom calls, really binge watch your shows. This is the position that you want to be in.
So I have 2 leather chairs, basically with a wooden handle on the side.
No handle here.
They are, they're like mission chairs. They have wood, they're wood on the arms.
Okay.
I've had them for 20 years.
Oh, wow.
I bought them years ago and they were very expensive. The chairs alone were like $2,000 each.
Oh, gosh.
Well, they're
lot.
really, really good grade leather. And by the way, this feels exactly like high-grain leather.
Yeah, well, it's because it's leather air. Leather air is the most technologically advanced faux vegan
Feels
leather.
just like leather.
And it's so breathable. It's never sticky. It's easy to clean. It doesn't stain. You don't have to worry about the paws on your dog when they jump into the chair. You're not freaking out because the price would be over $2,000, $3,000 if this was covered in leather. But it's just such a wonderful fabrication. But then it's so functional. But then when I don't want all of those, you know, cup holders. If you ever told me I'd have a chair in my house with a cup holder, forget about it. Yes, you can see our beautiful model. I forgot her name the other day.
I love the cup holder on the side.
Yeah.
I don't like the cup holder on top. It makes it look cheap.
It makes it look right, but this way, look, it's hidden, and you've got all of this storage. Look how deep this storage is, all the way back. Magazines,
remote controls,
books, you name it. The cup holder even pops out, so if something sticky gets in there, I can, you know, wash it, rinse it, let it air dry. Not only does it tuck away, it's got this little loop. The loop was bothering me. Don't let it. Wow. You can just tuck it away.
Right in.
See? There's a little
Alexandra,
notch.
we need to go through
See?
colors
Oh
real
my
quick
gosh.
because I haven't even done that yet. So
shame on me.
And I will tell you this now. I got comfortable and I was like, forget it. I just want to talk about the comfort of the chair. We have 4 colors to choose from. The one that I am in is gray. I have 3 dozen left in gray. If you want it in
saddle brown.
There's 200 left.
Okay.
If you want the blue, which is one of my favorite,
Let me get out of it so you can see.
I love this. There are 15 chairs left. And finally, and one of the most popular because it's a great home neutral, that is the taupe, and there are 111 left. So how do you get it home? Couple ways. You can buy the whole thing at once, $8.99, put it on your credit card or your HSN credit card. Pay it all off. That's your choice. There's no shipping, all right? It's all free shipping. Another option, if you do have an HSN credit card and you want to spread it out with no interest and no finance charge, we will push it to 18 months, which means $49.99 a month. You have 30 days to try it. I say that easily because there is no way once you get in this, you're going to return it. No. It's going to be your best friend. And even if you're not a senior, like you said before, maybe you're a woman that maybe just had a baby, you've got a sprained ankle, you've got a sore back, and it's really hard for you to get down or get up. Watch what happens here. Now, this is how this will raise me up.
Yep.
Oh, go the other way.
The
It's
button
just 2
that
buttons.
said up. The up button.
So now this is going to bring this all the way down.
Yep.
And I like that it's gradual because I know my mom was 90. God, Mom was 92. She didn't like to be kind of jerked around. You know, she wanted everything to kind of be easy. So here you can see the chair is starting to raise from behind. And all I'm doing is holding the button, and you will see eventually it'll get me to almost vertical position. Yeah. But it's not like the hand crank where it's very abrupt. I mean, you can see me, I'm almost standing. I'll wait till it gets right to that point where I feel comfortable, and then I stand. And that's it.
6'3".
Yeah.
5'4", both of us are so comfortable in this
215
chair.
pounds.
Yeah. And you know, I have to say, when I walked out to the studio and I saw the 4 chairs set up this way, I was really excited because I'm a big fan of if you're in the position to do his and hers and get one for you, one for your loved one. I mean, how perfect is that?
For $1,800
right?
for 2, that's a steal.
Okay, and then what about if instead of a sofa, why are we doing sofas? Why are we doing sectionals? You can't sit and recline and do all those fun things. Maybe one on one end reclines, maybe one on one end has an ottoman. Can you imagine if you walked in and you had 3 or 4? This is what we're calling now theater style seating. When you're on blogs, when you're looking at magazines, when you're looking at those $1 million homes, they have a theater room, an in-home theater. Well, this would be your family room or your great room. And if you had 3 or even 4, this is theater style seating. This is what everybody wants to come over on movie night, dinner to movie, you know, in your house. And
you don't have to sweat it.
Right.
You don't have to sweat it if somebody drops a glass of wine on it.
Or a plate of
or
spaghetti.
Mustard
or the dog
ketchup.
has an accident.
You can wipe this right up. It's not like leather or suede where you're ruined the rest of your life. Not only that, leather or suede, you could take that price and multiply it by 4 easily.
Very easy.
You're going to spend $3,000 to $4,000 on a high-end leather chair. If you have the money and you want to do that, fine. But I'll guarantee for that price, you're not going to get massage. Right. You probably won't get heat. This has all the things to make you feel comfortable and warm and safe. Everything. I mean, the being able to get up without having to actually use a cane, use a pole to lift yourself up. I actually installed a pole in my mom's tub so that she had something to hold on to while she could get in. Right. So it is a very, we go through that. Listen, she raised me. She did a lot more for me than I ever did for her, all right? But you never really prepare for that.
Right.
This is a way to take care of those in your life that either are infirmed or have some issue with their legs or their knees or their back, or they're just aged, right? They're 80 or 90 years old, and you're like, I'm spending the money on mom. I'm spending the money on dad. I'm going to spend the money on myself.
Yes.
And literally, look at the retail price on this. It is, I think it's 12 something. Our price, $12.79. Our price is over $1,000. It is $380 under retail. And we're doing free shipping. If you use your credit card, $179.80. Pay 1 month. We ship it out. We install it, put it together, whatever you need in whatever room, all included. All you got to do is order online, pick up the phone, give us a call, and we'll set you up. And let me tell you, if you're the children of people who may need this chair, it is a worthwhile purchase for your parents or your grandparents. Trust me, because all they want, you and I've had this conversation 100 times, all they want is a little of that old independence back.
Absolutely.
Right?
My father-in-law, he had 3 surgeries within 3 months, and it was around 3 years ago.
God.
And when he brought the Lifesmart chair into his home, I remember we had a Today special about 3 years ago, and look, he's a Marine, 2 tours.
Tough guy.
In Vietnam.
And that's tough on them.
It is.
Yeah.
And, Maria said, I want John to have his independence. I want him to be self-reliant. It made him feel good. He could get up and out of the chair, go to the front door, answer the front door, grab a sandwich if he wanted to, go over to the restroom. I mean, because all we're doing, and also Maria then had peace of mind when she would leave him alone and go to the bank or go to the grocery store. She knew that he wasn't going to fall back into the chair or have trouble getting up out of the chair. So that is why this is so good. As I'm speaking with you, I'm putting this in the lifting mode so I can get out of the chair. Now, in our home, in the Baker house, we hardly ever use this in terms of the lifting. We're just in and out of the chairs, but all of us want to be able to recline when it's Friday night movie night. Frankly, we want to be able to recline and watch with our legs up anytime, right? So with just a touch of the button. And on the remote control, this is where you'll turn it on. You'll select the different modes that you want the massage to work. You can turn on the heat. You can indicate how much of a time that you want the massage to be on. So there's a timer. You can increase the intensity of that vibration massage. In the last few months, I've been sharing a lot of the Lifesmart massage chairs with the shiatsu balls and the rolling balls. That is not what this is. This is light vibration massage, which is that gentle massage.
Yeah.
And then you can increase the intensity or decrease the intensity. And then it's got the heat in the lumbar. Lumbar is the lower back. And so the lower back lumbar is where it's going to be that warming gradual heat, never hot, just like perfectly soothing and comforting heat. And then with just the touch of the button, it's not even really a button. I'm just like touch sensitive, and then just give that up arrow. See, it's literally an upward angle arrow, and I just go like that. And once you have this home, very intuitive. You'll figure out like what level massage you prefer. You'll figure out what massage mode you prefer. And then that's it. And then, you know, you can just tuck this away. If you want to use that wonderful storage on the side, you can. Who wouldn't? And you're in business and you just up and walk away. And so I just feel like this is what everybody wants. I just want to show you one last thing in terms of the storage. Let me come around. If you want to put your fancy pillow,
I think
you can.
what's the most popular, Kyle? Was it the brown? Yeah, this is because the saddle brown fits in any.
Well, you know what?
This
Is really a classic club chair. When we say club chair, we're saying like what you would see in a country club at the jockey club, right? A very handsome chair. You see a man drinking his little whiskey or smoking cigar in this chair. That's what looks so good with that beautiful, elegant double stitch, that nice thick stitch. The thick pillow is built in. I mean, this is just luxe. It's so handsome. And so this is the saddle brown. We have Guy is in the gray. It's not a heather gray and it's not a charcoal gray.
No,
it's a solid
it's a
gray.
solid deep gray.
Solid deep gray.
Yep.
You're wearing the perfect navy blue shirt for our navy blue chair, which makes it a wonderful accent color. You know, sometimes everything is the same.
That navy,
this pops
that
out.
navy hue is wonderful. Because I don't like the ones that are more like the color of our HSN logo right there.
Like a royal blue.
You don't want a royal blue. You want a deep
navy.
It looks richer. It makes that. And by the way, this is all pebbled. It looks exactly like fine grain leather, only it is going to be way more durable. It's going to wear better. It feels better because real leather can actually be cold when you get on it, right? If you spill on it, you wipe it off. If it's ketchup or mustard, the kids eating pizza and they drop grease on it, it'll wipe off. It is not thin material. It is very rich, sort of a heavier weight because we wanted to build it to last, but it still has that softness, Alexandra, that we love.
It's plush and it's dense and it's rich. I mean, it just screams opulent and luxury. Now, it may not scream that when you've got 2 cup holders and you've got all of that storage opened up for you, but remember, you can tuck that away. Look, see how this is completely flush, right? Not even the loop, because they have a little notch here that I can put my finger, open it up and have access to all of that. But then I can just tuck that away and completely flat. You know, I want to show you. I'm going to grab this book. This book is like, you've got the notes here. I've got the.
Here, I'll grab this.
Oh, no. Leave all that there. Okay. This book, a book that Sophia gave me for Christmas a few years ago. Look how thick this is. Can you see how wide and thick this is?
It's like an encyclopedia.
It's 7 novels, right?
Oh my God.
Watch this. I can just.
Wow.
Completely flush. It fits right in there.
So you could get a dozen magazines in there. You could get so much. And your cup, I love that. You know, we've had models where the cup holder's right in the arm. I don't care for that.
That's just not my speed.
I want to be able to not have a drink sometimes and just sleep on it. And you can sleep on this. It'll go all the way vertical. I'm going to show you one more time how it will raise me up. So let's say,
and I'll go all the way back.
Let's say this is your mom. She's 85 years old. And she says, you know, I don't even sit in that chair anymore because I can't get up out of it. So it's just, I don't even bother. Those are the things that make people sad in life, is that, like you were talking about your dad. You know, when you were raised a certain way and you're a strong person, you want to be able to still do stuff. Now, I'm lucky enough that I was a football player and I've always taken care of my legs. I haven't had any knee injuries. But this, if I did, I would only have this far, literally, to get up on my own. And then when you get back, and I remember watching my mom do this because she had a walker. She'd take her walker, she'd come over here, she'd reverse it, right? And then she'd put it over here, put her hands here, grab the remote, and just lean back. And then she would hit the down button. And although hers made noise when it happened,
not as
I want you to
smooth and
listen.
quiet as this.
Listen, it's completely quiet. The gears are running perfectly. And by the way, on the remote control, I don't know if you can get a close-up of the remote. I'll hold it for you right here. Everything, try to do it there. Everything that is happening, that you're experiencing, is on this little LED screen. So you know your angle, you know the massage, you can scroll through all the different variations of heat. Everything is right there, and it attaches right to the chair, which I like, which means you're not gonna lose the dang thing, because we all know what happens to remote controls. So everything that you need is here. As far as paying for it, as I said before, you can do it all at once. You have our 30-day unconditional. So if you don't love it, they'll come back and they'll take it out of there. I know you will. You can spread the payments out on your credit card over 5 months, all right? Or what you can do is you can get an HSN credit card or use your HSN credit card, and you can divide it up over 18 months, which is $49.99. They will call you, they'll set it up, they'll come out to your house, they'll get everything ready for you, they'll install it, show you how to use it, you'll be good to go. And if you bought it for your parents, you'll sleep better that night knowing you've done something really nice for them, you know? Or if it's just for you, and you want a great chair to watch the big game in.
Yeah,
this is it.
No doubt about it. You know, I really sort of, it's because of the profession that I'm in and the work that I do, I really sort of paid attention to how everybody is seated in their homes. And even when we would go to other friends' homes and they had a sofa, if only 2 of the areas on the sofa or sectional had the recline, only 2 people would sit in that sofa and would actually recline. And then it would be a chair to the side and a chair to the side that had their own ottoman or something like that. You know, because ideally, this is what people are looking for. So if you or your loved one needs the assistance getting in or out of the chair, this chair is for you. For everyone else, and I rarely say that there's an item that I say, for everyone else, this chair is also for you. Why? Because I don't know anybody, just like I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you, and I love any time that my feet can be elevated a little bit. If I wanted to raise them a little bit more, just hit the down button. See, I can raise them just a little bit more. I don't have to worry about a notch or a lever. Who doesn't want to be like this?
What is the weight capacity on this?
300 pounds. So 300-pound weight capacity. That's
I made it by
lot.
85 pounds. I made it by.
You're funny. You're funny. And then, you know, nice. You don't feel anything in your tush. They really listen to you. Lifesmart reads the reviews. They really listen to you and all of the extras that you wanted, because I think we are a fastidious group of individuals, the HSN shopper, and we want it all. Yeah, give me the cup holder, but take it away. I don't want to have to see it all the time. Give me the storage, but I want it to go away. So it's very clever. Give me the wider armrest. You know, make it very smooth when it reclines. Give me more weight capacity. So we really gave you everything extra in one chair. We've never shared this before until this week.
It looks like a $2,000 chair.
It really does.
It feels
high
like
perceived
it
value.
feels like a $2,000 chair. And I will be totally honest. I have those 2 fancy leather chairs.
Yeah.
I never sit in them.
You see what I mean?
Ever.
You see?
Only because, you know why? Originally, when you get on them, they're ice cold. I don't like the mechanism for your legs because it's not really well padded. Everything here from my ankles all the way up to my backside, through my back and my shoulders is completely cushioned and completely covered.
Yeah.
And I haven't even activated the massage yet. And let me tell you, you get home from a long day's work, you want a massage, the chair never says no. Never says I'm too tired. And here's one more thing, and I'll hand it back to Alexandra. This is not a chair just for seniors.
No.
This is a chair for anybody that wants a fancy chair, but doesn't have $2,000 to $3,000. Would like the ability to have it automatically, electrically elevate their legs without having to pull any cranks. Would like a nice warm chair when they get out of work, out of their car, and it's freezing cold outside.
On your lumbar.
Right? It's a very, this chair is like a big hug. And I'm a big person, and I've got loads of room here.
Yeah,
loads of room.
Right. The dog could come up and be with you.
That's exactly what she would do.
You know, I'm sure, I don't know if you're the same way. You know, sometimes I'm like, I'm in the garage, I'm putting something in the washing machine, then I come in the kitchen, I do something, and then I go in the bedroom and I fold the load of laundry that I just grabbed, and then I wipe something down, like, oh my God, let me grab the dice, and I gotta, you know, get all this Queen's, our dog is named Queen, get all the hair up. And sometimes I'm like, I think it's been like 3 hours before I sat down.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm sitting down now. I have my beverage, I'm here, I sit, and then I can just, you know, take a load off my feet, push of a button, relax.
Alexandra, would you show everybody how it stands you up one more time for everybody?
Sure, just here, I'll just reverse it.
Yeah,
now
so
I'm pushing
watch.
the up button.
So
my feet are still on the ground.
You want to go to the kitchen, and you're 85, and you're like,
slow.
I have to wait for somebody to help me out of this chair. No, you don't. Watch what happens.
It's like, listen. You could hear a pin drop, it's so quiet. I think that's a big deal because if it's the middle of the night.
There's no sound.
There's like nothing. Okay? Then I'm all the way up, see? So now, transitioning from the seated to the standing position, that's a big deal. Look, I'm not 85, but almost, 10 and a half years ago, I had, you know, they say open heart surgery. I had open back surgery. It was supposed to be this big. It was like this big. My whole back was open. This would have been a godsend there. The other thing, it was about 11